Hey guys, I'm back for another female rap recap. And in this video, we'll be discussing Pissed Off by Bia and Lil Yachty, I Know What to Do by Robin Thicke and Dreamdoll, Is It the Way by Saweetie, The Throwing Bows EP by Monaleo, and Cute by Lourdiz. So we can start with Cute by Lourdiz. I don't know if she's considered a rapper, so we just gonna get her out the way. But there was talks of her being signed to Nicki's label Heavy on it. And I did see that Nicki was on Station Head promoting the song when it dropped last night. And I really like Lourdiz's voice. I've heard her on Cowgirl by Nicki Minaj. She also has a song called Get Along with Shenseea. And she has a song called Backseat with Saweetie. So I've always liked her voice. She kind of reminds me of Doja Cat's singing voice. And I've also did some research on her and found out that she's written on some songs like Freaky Deaky by Doja Cat and Tyga, which makes sense as to why she has that similar Doja Cat sound to me. The only thing about Lourdiz that I don't like is that she has a publishing deal with Dr. Luke. So he pretty much produces all of her songs, including this one. And I don't know how that would work if Nicki does officially sign her. But I definitely really like this song. It's been on repeat and like stuck in my head. It's not that lyrical, or like even for a singer, like she's not really saying much on the song or on the verses, but it's just a vibe. So I would rate it like a 7.5. Next, Is It the Way by Saweetie. I really thought you was going to eat this up because it was a sample, but I'm going to have to give this a 5 out of 10. I really didn't like it at all. I felt like it was very basic, like especially everything she was saying. Like she had a few moments, like right here where she said he think he gonna hit it but can't even get on base. Home wrecker, nah, I'm a home run. Like that was cute little bars. You know, all of that is kind of referring to baseball. But then in the next breath, she'll say something like, just because I'm a player, baby, that don't mean I play, which is just some basic ass shit. I also really hated the ending of the song when she was like, is it the way these silky bundles caress my jiggly ass? Or is it the way my chi-chis bounce in between my blazer when I walk in the bank? Like, girl, cut that. So yeah, I've actually liked all of Saweetie's recent releases more than this one. I like the Rock Your Hips. I like the Nani. I even like the Richtivities and Proclivities more than this. Definitely a waste of a sample and definitely ruined her run of always bodying samples. Dreamdoll and Robin song, I'm going to give a 7. This was definitely an unexpected collaboration, but I was definitely pleasantly surprised. Dreamdoll slid on this. It's kind of rated a little lower because I didn't really like Robin's vocals on this. This wasn't his like best vocal performance to me. Like it wasn't giving Lost Without You. But it definitely was cute. I like the video, and I think that this is like a step up for Dream. This is like a bigger artist for her to be working with, somebody who's an R&B artist, and just a classier vibe. And I'm just glad my girl don't give up because Dreamdoll really has improved a lot over the years. She really wasn't that good when she first came out. Like she wasn't a good rapper, but she's done what she needed to do to improve, and she's actually decent now. Like she's pretty good. So I'm glad she's still trying to make her music and, you know, on the Impact show and just trying to still keep her name out there and gain more relevancy in the female rap conversation. So yeah, that was a 7 out of 10. Now let's talk about Bia and Lil Yachty, Pissed Off. Yachty was a chop on Pissed Off. He do a lot of talking about how he be writing for the female rappers. He wrote all the Caribou shit. He wrote Act Up for the City Girls, even though we know he ain't write JT verse. But he wrote Act Up, you know, Young Miami part. But you can't even write a good song for your fucking self. Like every time I hear Lil Yachty, he sounds fucking terrible. But then he come out saying he wrote some shit by a girl that I like. You need to figure out how to write for yourself as a fucking man. So obviously he takes the song down a couple of points. As far as Bia, it's the same thing that I always say about her. Like this is a recurring theme on this page at this point with Bia. The lyrics were fine. The delivery was monotone and fucking terrible. You sound like you smoked 8 blunts to the face. Like I said, she definitely did have some bars in there. Somebody gonna die today. This sound like Jeff in the Ride Today. Young Thug song, Die Today. You see what I mean? She talking about pop me a pill, now I'm fried. You are fucking fried on every fucking song. Now, this is the part that had everybody going crazy. And I'm like, y'all really just going crazy because y'all feel like she throwing shots at Cardi. But this shit is actually whack. Like, she just asking questions and every line starts and ends with who. And it literally just sounded like the same thing being said over and over again about 10 times straight. Who really put it on soul? Who really down for the game? Who really friend or foe? Who really pawing the foe? Who really up UFO? Who playing down on their goals? Who really touching their goals? Like, that shit is not it. Like, y'all just hype because she said, who baby mama a slut? Who really wifing a hoe? So Pissed Off is also a 7. I really was going to put it at a 6.5, but I'm going to just be nice and round it out to a 7. Okay, and then lastly, let's talk about Monaleo's project, Throwing Bows. I will say that before I listened to this, I did listen to Monaleo's first project, Where the Flowers Don't Die. I felt like that project had a lot more versatility than this one. She was singing on that one, and she also had like some pop sounds, some low-key like country ballad kind of sounds on that album that was missing from this one. This one felt very Houston, hip-hop, Texas, Megan Thee Stallion-ish vibes. So when I listened to Where the Flowers Don't Die, my favorite songs were Ridgemont Baby, Misunderstood, and Wig Splitter. And I felt like Misunderstood and Ridgemont Baby was songs with substance, telling us about her childhood, telling us about her life before fame, which is the type of stuff that y'all know I look for in a female rap project. It's okay if you're throwing out singles here and there that don't have substance, but you shouldn't put out a whole body of work, and I don't feel like no song has substance or really telling me nothing about you. Now, when it comes to the new mixtape that Monaleo dropped, I do feel like there were less songs on it with substance. I feel like the main song that had substance and told us something about her was Unfazed. And then the songs with Stunner for Vegas do let us into her relationship a little more. But like I said, I do feel like this one lacked versatility and substance compared to the first project. But with that being said, as far as it just being a strictly hip hop and rap project, I feel like she did great in that. It was very bar heavy, very lyrical, like she ate. And my top 5 were Drunk Freestyle, Eat Wham Bam, Unfazed, and either Passenger Princess or Leo Love the Sluts. Okay, so I listened to the project yesterday with my friend and we did the ratings in our text messages. So let me tell you what I rated each song, and then I'll give y'all my average overall rating for the project from that. So the first song was Drunk Freestyle. I rated that a 9.5. The second song was Don Julio. I rated that at 8. The third song was Pimpin' Ain't Dead, which was a 7.5 for me. Eat was an 8 for me. Queen and Slime, I know everybody liked this from what I'm seeing. I really didn't like the beat on this for some reason. Like the rock beat didn't work for me on this one. And I know it was telling like the similar story to Queen and Slim, but something about this song just didn't do it for me. I rated this one a 7. Leo Love the Sluts, I rated an 8. Flush I already rated when I did a different female rap recap a couple weeks ago. I rated that a 7. Now when it came to the rock beat on Wham Bam, now that 8. Wham Bam was a 9 to me. And it also had the most iconic line from the tape, in my opinion, or what stuck out the most to me, what I think would be most memorable. When she said, "That's what you get for trying to talk to me as a white man. Reparations." Like, that was so unhinged, and I loved it. I did feel like Baby Kia wasn't the best feature on this. I would have preferred Rico Nasty on this. She would have 8 on this. And, of course, I love the Britney Spears sample on Wham Bam as well. And I'm actually going to rate Wham Bam a 10. That's my 10 from this project. It was only 10 songs, so I didn't expect it to be a bunch of 10s. So that's my one song that I'm going to give the 10 rate, and I just re-listened to it. Bars up and down the song, all the way through. Passenger Princess, I rated a 9.5. I like the back and forth between her and Stunner for Vegas. More on this song than I did on Queen and Slime for sure. And the last song on the tape is Unfazed, which I'm going to rate a 9.5. Okay, so there were 10 songs on the project, so I took all the ratings that I just gave you guys from each song, added them up and got 84, and then I divide that 84 by 10 to get 8.4 as our average. So my rating for Monaleo's EP overall is an 8.4. And that is the end of our female rap recap for today. Make sure you check out Monaleo's new EP, Throwing Bows, Bia's new song, Pissed Off, featuring Lil Yachty, I Know What to Do With All That by Robin Thicke and Dreamdoll, Is It The Way by Saweetie, and Cute by Lourdiz, as well as Monaleo's old EP, Where the Flowers Don't Die, if you haven't heard it. And let me know your thoughts about everything in the comments. All right, bye guys.